Welcome to the D&D Morning Show. We are on location.
On location.
On location.
Woo! We're in beautiful British Columbia.
Yes, we are. Enjoying this lovely loft.
Most of the time we travel to outside of Canada.
Mm-hmm. Most of the time, yes.
So it's nice to be able to enjoy our Canadian environment.
Outdoors. Outdoors. The great outdoors of Canada.
The great outdoors.
Right our back door.
What's that?
Oh boy. I don't know what I'm saying today.
You've been drinking a little bit.
In our backyard. Okay, let's keep going. Because that's not working out.
Let's move on.
Fun fact. How about we talk about Drew's choices of moisturizer? Would you like to take it away?
Oh man. They should really label bottles more clearly. Alright, so
you should read them more clearly.
Alright, so it's been known a time or two.
2 times.
For myself to get outside of the shower and lather up with soap, conditioner, other things that aren't exactly lotion.
The first time this happened, Drew's like, it's like hand lotion, you know, or not hand lotion, sorry, hand soap. Like, you know, you put beside your soap to wash your hands with, or beside your sink, sorry, to wash your hands with. He's like lathering up with soap, like liquid soap. He's like, Dorothy, what's wrong with this lotion? I'm like, that's liquid soap.
Well, in my defense, I got it as a present. So I was like, ooh, I just thought naturally. I was like, well, that's soap. I could use some, or lotion. I was like, I could use some nice lotion. So I didn't think anything of it. Put it in the bathroom. So when I get out, I plan to use it for lotion. That's exactly what I did. So I was like rubbing this on. I'm like, what's wrong with this stuff? So I like bring it to Dorothy. I'm like, something wrong with this lotion. And she's like, that's soap.
That's soap.
So I was like, oh man. And then the second time.
More recently, this happened.
So we use Honest Company products.
Yes.
And again, in my defense, it's the exact same bottle.
No. Their colors are different.
That one is not.
Okay.
We'll bring them out. They're the exact same bottle. They're like a long tubular flat on top. Tubular. That's a word.
Okay, it's a word.
Flat on top, flat on the bottom. I'm positive it's the same color. And anyways, so once again, I thought I would. Which one was? Oh, I thought I would moisturize
with some lotion.
And I'm reading the bottle, and I'm like, man, this is conditioner. So I was like, Dorothy, I did it again.
So he's moisturizing with conditioner. Whoops.
Well, you know the good thing about Honest Company stuff is, or good quality products is, I didn't even notice the difference. Like it wasn't like greasy, it wasn't toxic. It was, I actually left it on. I'm not sure if that's something you're supposed to do, but I just left it on. It was again clean ingredients, and I was just like, oh, whatever. I didn't use it again because we went and bought two bottles, one lotion, one conditioner, exact same. So Dorothy used the conditioner for her, and I used the lotion for my body. All right.
So that's Drew's fun fact. Label reading, not his thing.
What can you do?
Moving on.
What do we got?
Today we're talking about airport nutrition. Take it away.
Well, airport nutrition is a big one because Dorothy and I travel quite a bit, and it's important to stay. We all know, or we all preach, to stay nutritionized all the time, all day long. So, and it's a challenge when you go to the airport. The prices are extreme.
Ridiculous.
The food is unhealthy. Usually tastes horrible.
Yeah, it's not good.
When we're talking about, I suppose we're talking about when you stop somewhere. Maybe it's better at a restaurant. But again, restaurants, I mean, you don't know what kind of ingredients they're using. You don't know what oils they use. So we tend to stay away from eating out in general. But especially when you're going to airports, like the food, they jack up the prices. The food's not all that healthy. It doesn't taste good. And
I was just going to say, at airports, they can get away with this is because a lot of times we have nothing with us, we're starving, and we'll eat just about anything, right? And we have no other options. We have to eat there. So they can charge whatever they want for whatever they want.
Huge pet peeve, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Like, it's difficult when you travel because you expect like some type of quality, but unfortunately many times there's no quality. And then we get on the plane and it's a whole nother frustration. And then, you know, they used to give you food and they used to treat you much better than they do now. And it's not, if you do order food, it's like $15 for this little tiny
dried up sandwich.
And then, it's expensive, doesn't taste good. And then you're stuck with it because you don't have any other choices.
So what we want to get into is talking about how you can stay nutritionized throughout your travel or your day on the plane and the airports and etc.
Absolutely. What's your first tip or suggestion for us?
First thing is to bring a filtered water bottle to stay hydrated. We have a Brita water bottle, so you can fill it up anywhere. You know, usually now there's fountains in every airport, but even sometimes we've been in airports that I haven't found a fountain and I've just filled it up in the bathroom. So then you have a filter right there. Instant filtered water.
Instant filtration.
And not only is it good for your body, like to stay hydrated, but bringing your own bottled water is good for the environment because you don't have to go through like 10 of those plastic bottles.
Yeah, and we're environmentally friendly. We're not big fans of using plastic, especially when it comes to water bottles. It bugs me because you see those caps all over the beaches.
All over.
And it's like so hard to see. Like that can be prevented by bringing your own water, by getting a glass water bottle, whatever it is. But you know, those giant cases stacked up of water bottles, like we don't need to do that. It's not something that has to be done.
So filtered water bottle. And another thing, more recently we started doing was bringing our own tea. So we have a mug and it has a diffuser in it. Is that what you call it? A tea diffuser. We put our loose leaf tea in there, and then when we get on the plane and they come around with their little cart, we're like, hot water in this one, or like regular water in this one for our water bottle. So that's been nice too, because we've had tea on the plane before and Drew's a tea snob. So it hasn't been high enough quality for Mr. Prince over here.
Yeah, I don't like those. Maybe let's just not name names right
No.
now. But it's kind of funny when they come by and they ask us, would you like snacks? You know, would you like some crackers? Would you like some juice or pop? We're like, no thanks. And then
Just
they
water, hot water and
they ask, would you like anything else? No thanks. They kind of look and they're like, moving on.
They don't know what to say to us.
So yeah, that's something little that we do to avoid those toxic types of little snacks, because you're starving and that's all that there is to provide it. And then who doesn't want a free juice or free pop, I guess. But if you have your own kind of stuff you can pack and prepare, you can avoid that.
And then again, you're avoiding a plastic cup.
Ooh, good one.
Because the airport, or the airlines always, of course, serve in plastic or styrofoam cups.
I got a funny story real quick. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I was on this long plane ride, might have been to Australia or something, but I had this one cup, like a plastic cup, and they filled it up with water one time, and she comes back, and it was a long flight, I don't know, it was 6-8 hours, and she filled it up with water one time. She comes back and she says, can I get you juice? I said, sure, I'll have a juice. And she filled it up, and I said, oh, just use my cup. So she filled that one up with juice. I finished that, and that's how it went. I always use the same cup. So at the end of the trip, she gave me like a little wing, like a little plastic pin of wings, like Delta. They used to give them out, or they used to give all kinds of little trinkets when I was little. And I just thought that was funny. She's like, here you go. But it was funny because I was trying to save the environment by not using plastic, and then she gave me like a little plastic reward. Like, but I don't want this either.
Yeah.
So that's.
We should get into now talking about food when you're traveling. When you're traveling within Canada, so what am I trying to say? Not.
We have domestic or international.
That's what I'm trying to say. So when you're traveling domestically, it's a lot easier to bring your own food because you can pretty much bring everything.
Yeah, anything you want.
Except things that are spreadable. I learned this.
Not liquids, I should say.
Not liquids, and last time we learned that you can't bring anything that's spreadable because they took my hummus. I was so upset. I had cut up veggies and hummus and they're like, sorry, you can't take hummus because it's spreadable. And one time they took my coconut oil and I said, but it's a solid. And they said, no, it can be turned into a liquid. But I'm assuming that's the same case, it was spreadable.
Right.
So
there's a couple things that you aren't able to take, but Canada's pretty, as long as it's not liquid, of course, but within your country you can bring just about anything food-wise.
Food-wise. So we always have sandwiches. We make our own sandwiches or wraps.
Yeah.
When we go, we have tons of cut up veggies and fruit, granola bars, trail mix. You can bring all this stuff with you. We have a big bag, like a cloth grocery bag. We just throw it all in.
We used to try to pack it in our backpack. But now there's more work stuff in there, computers and notes and stuff. So instead of stuffing it in, we just take an extra bag and it's like we're walking around. Some people kind of look at it as funny, but that's how we roll. So
yeah.
So yeah, that's
bring your own food.
Yeah, that's important. And I lost my thought, something I wanted to add there, but if you're traveling outside of the US, there are more, or outside of Canada, if you're traveling internationally, wherever you're watching this or listening to this, it's a bit more, there's more rules and regulations, so you just have to pay attention to what that is. We've only had been stopped one time, and that was citrus. So they took our oranges, and that was it. We took trail mix before, they say nuts and seeds. Now we tell them everything, like this is what we have, we just list it. And we travel all the time. We've been stopped once with oranges, so just to be conscious of that if you're packing that stuff.
You just have to declare it. So on your declaration card, you just say that you have food. Like sometimes it's like, do you have nuts and seeds? Yes. Do you have, what else do they say? Fruits and veggies? Yes. And they'll just ask you, well, what do you have?
Yeah.
And we haven't had an issue. Like the one time I put to nuts and seeds, he's like, what do you got? And I said, we have some trail mix and some granola bars. And he's like, okay, bye. So
super easy. Depending on where you're traveling, how far, it's all different. What do we got next?
I'm going to talk about our new recipe.
What kind of recipe do we have?
We have a chocolate quinoa cupcake. They're so delicious.
Unreal.
They're very good. Simple to make.
No flour?
Yeah, exactly. So you use cooked quinoa instead of flour. There is no refined sugar, you use honey. There's no butter because you use applesauce. There is some eggs in it, however. So if you're looking for egg-free, there is eggs in it. But you could use flax egg or chia seed egg in replacement for that. So super healthy, no oil, no butter, no gluten, no dairy. Like you're all set, good to go. You can feel good about this recipe because it's all good food.
So you said what's not in it. What is in it?
Quinoa, applesauce, honey, eggs, cacao powder.
That's it?
Then you have baking soda, baking powder as well.
Right.
To make it rise. But what I love about this recipe the most is that you can just throw all those ingredients into your blender, whip it up in your blender, and then from your blender, pour it into the muffin tins. So simple, quick, easy, simple ingredients. The biggest part is cooking your quinoa ahead of time and letting it cool. That's the biggest thing.
You have to let it cool?
You let it cool before you blend it up. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, these are fantastic. They're so moist and flavor packed, like they're unreal. You have to try them. And then you make a nice little
frosting.
Yeah.
Frosting. Did I use those right?
You did.
Air quotes? I'm really bad at using these. Drew's like, that's not how you do it.
Stop using them.
He just told me stop using them because you're not using them right. But frosting.
What's in the frosting?
So what you do for the frosting, you take a can of coconut milk, like the full fat coconut milk. Don't be scared of the word fat. It's all healthy, good fats.
It's good for you.
But the full fat coconut milk, you want on the top, from the top of it, you want the solid. So on a can of coconut milk, on the top you have the creamy solid stuff, and then on the bottom you have the liquid. For the frosting, you don't want that liquid stuff, so scoop out the top, all that yummy, solid coconut creamy goodness, and then put it in a bowl. You can save the liquid stuff for a smoothie later on, for example. But in that, with the solid, you're going to put vanilla, and you're going to put a little bit of maple syrup. You're going to put flaked coconut. Stir it all up, and put it on top of the...
That's enough for the quote.
Perfect, I got a good one.
What you got for us?
Sometimes we just need to create our own sunshine.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I like that one.
I like that one.
Sunshine is such a happy word.
It's a happy word. It's like bright, colorful.
Cheery.
Yeah, I think sometimes we expect other things, like other people to make us happy, or other things are always like chasing something instead of appreciating what we have and understanding that we create our own sunshine. We create our
Sure
own
do.
bright light, happy days.
Happy days.
Thanks so much for tuning in, and we always appreciate you guys coming in to see what we have going on. So We'll see you in the next video.
We'll catch you later.
See you guys.
Bye.